as it is, many people in the West don't necessarily raise children the way Africans and Nigerians do. In the old times and in more contemporary times, you want to find, aunties in the West coming to spend time with a new mother, to help raise the child or the children. But over here, it's a given. In fact, in some places, it's almost a responsibility. Once your father or your mother is able to afford to send somebody to you when you have a child, that person goes and helps raise the other children. Do you think it's going to be a big problem to break that mindset of getting children to raise children?
Yeah, but of course, it is a problem. And I don't see it going away anytime soon, because majority of the people in the system are culpable. I don't even want to speak about the cultural angle, because you see, no matter the angle from which you look at it, the fact still remains: don't use children as workers. It's wrong. The United Nations has charters about this, protecting children. Here in Nigeria, we have NAPTIP, and all of these agencies that are supposed to be protecting children from, this scourge. You notice that when people report some of these cases of abuse to the Nigeria police, for instance, these cases never get, reach their logical conclusion, because apart from that initial empathy that people feel for the injured child, the policeman he also probably has a child worker in his own home too, and is feeling like this is no big deal. The judge hearing the case in court probably has one or two, underage relatives, distant relatives at home too, working for them. And they too are feeling like, you see, this thing is not really a big deal. It's part of our culture. But these are some of the practices that we must break away from. It's not even safe, because how do you expect an 8-year-old child to help you take care of your baby in the first place? Why should babies take care of babies? They do not have the experience. They do not have the mental capacity. So it's even a danger to you and your family. The fact that it's been happening for ages doesn't mean it has to continue. We really do need to break away from this culture.
How do you convince the regular Nigerian, the regular Rivers person? We are in Port Harcourt right now. The regular Lagosian or those in the FCT, that bringing Emeka, bringing Amina from the village to come and go to school, but still be doing chores for you that your children wouldn't do, is actually bad. How do you convince them? Because like you rightfully said, there seems to be a cultural, origin for this.
This is where agencies like the National Orientation Agency are supposed to be effective. Back in the day when we were growing up, when NOA was still called MAMSA then, they used to always have very attractive jingles that were regularly on, getting a rotation on NTA. They had this way of mobilizing and sensitizing people, but they don't do that anymore. Most of the NGOs today as well just source for grants from foreign, bodies, and then they embezzle these funds. They don't really take their job seriously, because there's no other way of getting this done than sensitizing the people. Advocacy needs to be on the increase. And beyond that, there should be deterrent. There should be repercussions for action. And I think that while NAPTIP has been, trying their best, especially with diaspora cases, most things needs to be done at home. And to run a business in the first place, of providing domestic help, you need to procure a license from first the Ministry of Labour and Employment, and then afterwards NAPTIP. You need to be licensed. So this thing needs to be regulated. Yeah, but the people who are supposed to be putting the word out are not doing their job properly. And so there's a lacuna.